Hello, hello. Today's video is part two of this week's series, and today is all about proving math. Yesterday we discussed how ancient humans learned math. We began confronting abstractions and finding patterns, and from that came counting, and from counting came our ability to measure, and all the while we were making geometric observations. There were circles up in the sky that fascinated us and instilled a sense of wonder in us. There were triangles that had consistent properties we could leverage, and humans could accomplish many wonderful things. Building beautiful structures, constructing functional dams, accurate sundials which measured time, but math was always framed within the notion of solving real and present problems. Say your friend had a weird, misshapen piece of land and they wanted to measure it. You could chime in and say, "Hey, I measured an ugly piece of land once. Here's what I did." It's not until later that someone had the idea that we could start solving imaginary mathematical problems. Imagine the ugliest, most misshapen piece of land possible. How could we accurately measure that? Mathematical truths are discovered, as I have said before, but the field of mathematics was not invented by humans. Oh, sorry. The field of mathematics was invented by humans. The truths inherent to the world, the field invented by humans. And this field of mathematics that we've invented is concerned with proving things. If you've never encountered a mathematical proof or have never even heard the phrase mathematical proof before, that is a great injustice. And it goes back to what we discussed last week. Theoretical mathematics has historically been a very exclusionary field for a variety of reasons. But it is a key concept. If math is a sport, the proof is the ball. If math is mining, the proof is our pickaxe. My definition of mathematics is that mathematics is the discovery of incontrovertible truths about the universe. The proof is how we go about showing that something is true beyond the shadow of a doubt. And if you've never encountered a mathematical proof, you've likely never really encountered theoretical math. A proof has three components. First, you state that which you would like to prove is true. We can refer to this as a statement. Next, a proof requires assumptions, things that we already know are true. And lastly, the proof comprises of an argument, which demonstrates that based on our assumptions, the statement must be true. And then typically proofs end with the phrase QED, which is Latin for quod erat demonstrandum, more or less means, and thus I have demonstrated the thing, which is like the mathematician version of like dropping the mic at the end of a verse or doing like a curtsy at the end of a ballet. It's just the thing that you'll see. It's what we do. It's what they do. Yeah, okay. So there was a time where humans were learning math, and then a big change occurred when humans began proving math. Mathematics became a field of its own, not a means of solving present problems, but a way of solving theoretical problems. We went from how do I measure this piece of land to how can I measure any piece of land? We jumped from the practical to the abstract. And this is, for the lack of a better word, dope. This is where a lot of the magic and intrigue stems from. If mathematics never made the jump from calculating and measuring things to proving things, then it wouldn't be a suitable field to discuss God and all this arcane spiritual stuff, which is amazing. It wouldn't be the earth shattering force that drives all of human progress from the shadows. Uh, it must be said that every single technological and scientific breakthrough is always preceded around 60 years prior by a mathematical breakthrough. Math is proving things, as I said before. The proof is our main tool. And in our far too brief history of math, this is the end. We counted the things in front of us, we measured things in front of us, and then we started proving things were true in the abstract. Wrap it up, we're done. Okay, but wait. So we have not yet found the answer to our week's question. How did math become secularized? It's interesting because the advent of the mathematical proof, I would say, was actually a big deal in terms of encouraging connections between mathematics and spirituality. It made math more spiritual. So, how could this profound connection between the spiritual and the mathematical have been lost? Was this connection not powerful and meaningful? And yes, math is powerful. And in our world, the things that are powerful, they find themselves in control by those who desire to be powerful. Oh. So tomorrow we will jump ahead in time and discuss some stories of math and international politics. And then on Friday, we will get to the point where I believe that mathematics became the field, kind of like what it is that we know and are familiar with today. Uh, and in its current state today, it is fully stripped and separated from its spiritual roots. That's all for today.